Welcome back to Rust Coding Challenges. Today a favorite interview question, product of array except self, LeetCode 238. You are given an array of numbers and for each slot you must return the product of all the other numbers. The catch, you are not allowed to use division and you have to do it in linear time. The tempting shortcut, multiply everything and divide out each number, is banned for a good reason, and there's a lovely trick that sidesteps it entirely. Let's build it in Rust. Here's the setup. For every position, the answer is the product of all the other elements. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, the answer at the first slot is 2 times 3 times 4, which is 24, and so on. The obvious idea is to multiply the whole array into one big total, then for each slot divide the total by that slot's value. But division is banned, and for a real reason. The moment a single element is 0, you would be dividing by 0, and the total is 0 anyway, so you've lost information. The clean way is prefix products times suffix products, and it handles zeros for free. Here's the whole idea in a picture on 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer at each slot is everything to its left multiplied by everything to its right, because together those two groups are exactly all the other elements. Look at slot 2, the value 3, to its left 1 times 2 is 2, to its right just 4. 2 times 4 is 8, and that's the answer there. We compute the left products in one pass going forwards, the right products in one pass going backwards, and multiply them together. And notice why zeros just work. For the slot that holds the 0, everything else multiplies normally. And for every other slot, the 0 is one of the others. So it lands there as it should. No division anywhere. Let's build it. The function takes a vector of numbers and returns a vector of the same length. We set up the answer array output and fill it with ones to start. And here's the space trick. We won't allocate separate prefix and suffix arrays. We'll build the whole answer right inside output, using just one extra running number at a time. The body is empty for now, and below it a main that runs an example. Let's fill it in. 2 passes, and that's the entire algorithm. Pass 1 goes left to right. We carry a running prefix, starting at 1. At each slot before we touch the current number, we store the prefix into output. So each slot ends up holding the product of everything before it. Then we fold the current number into the prefix for the next slot. Pass 2 goes right to left, carrying a running suffix, also starting at 1. This time we multiply it into output, layering in the product of everything after each slot. After both passes, every slot holds left times right, the product of all the others. 1 pass forward, 1 pass back, no division, and the output array is the only memory we used. Let's run it on 3 examples. On 1, 2, 3, 4, it prints 24, 12, 8, 6, exactly the products we worked out. Then the tricky one, with a single 0 in the middle, only the 0's own slot survives, holding 9, the product of all the others, and every other slot is 0, just as the picture promised. And with 2 zeros, the whole array comes out 0, because every slot now has a 0 among the others. One clean solution, correct on every case, and never a single division. Why does it work? Because the product of everything except a slot is exactly the product of everything to its left times everything to its right. And those two groups together are precisely all the other elements. No more, no less. The forwards pass fills in the left products, the backwards pass multiplies in the right products, and each takes a single linear sweep. We reuse the output array itself, so beyond the answer we return, we use only constant extra space. And because we never divide, 0 can't blow anything up, it simply flows through as one of the factors. Quick recap, the answer for each slot is the product of everything on its left times everything on its right. We do it in 2 passes, a prefix pass forwards and a suffix pass backwards, writing straight into the output array. That's linear time, constant extra space, and not a single division. It's cleaner and safer than the multiply everything and divide trick, which falls apart the instant the array contains a 0. A quick note, breaking these algorithms down in Rust, line by line, takes real work. If it helps you, the wallets are on screen and there's a Ko-fi link below. Every tip funds the next one, thank you. That's product of array except self, solved with prefix and suffix products in 2 linear passes, no division in sight. Subscribe so you don't miss the next challenge. Tell me in the comments which problem to break down next, and I'll see you there.